just when when you thought US regulations couldn't get any worse, well, they could potentially get much worse very soon. Also, I have some really good news for Bitcoin holders, for crypto holders. But first, please like and subscribe and check us down below for our CT Club where you get our trade alerts, portfolio updates, and you get to see what we are in and when we are trading. We've done a lot of trade alerts lately. So, the SEC. Okay, Brian Armstrong came out today and said, we're hearing rumors, so this isn't a fact yet, but we're hearing rumors that the SEC would like to get rid of crypto staking for U.S. retail customers.
Retail?
Yeah.
Oh, the little guys.
The little guys. They don't want them making a lot of money, you know? All right. He says, I hope this is not the case, as I believe it would be a terrible path for the U.S. if that was allowed to happen. Well, it's probably going to happen, in my opinion. That's one of the reasons why Heidi and I actually left the U.S., because we like crypto and we understood where regulations are coming, okay? Or we're going. Dan McArdle says on Twitter, SEC is a disaster, prevented 0 crypto scams, got friendly with SBF and FTX, you know, like including Congress, where 1/3 of Congress was paid off by SBF. Yes, so to keep their mouths shut. Preemptively goes after good actors, which they always do. Goes after bad actors only after the damage is done. And wants to ban stuff that makes retail money in risk minimized way. So yeah, it's really unfortunate, you know, that U.S. citizens are having to put up with this much crap. And yes, it's such garbage. What a joke of a government. Like, that's all I can say. It pisses me off because I have friends and family that like to use crypto in the US, and this is like really disgusting, and I hope you guys are disgusted too. But you know what they're not going to protect? They're not going to protect US credit card debt holders. Hit a record $930.6 billion. Yeah, they're drowning in credit debt, right? But they didn't protect anybody from that, and they encourage it more and more and more. These guys are so crooked. Oh my gosh. Next up, let's talk about some more crooked stuff. With FTX has paid $20.3 million to lawyers in its first month of bankruptcy cases. So yeah, it's just going through people's user funds. This is the plan all along, right? You can blame your Congress people. 1/3 of them getting paid, right? Yeah, exactly. These guys are such scum. All right. Next up, talking about scum on an even higher level. The Federal Reserve, Fed Williams, says 25 basis point hikes seem like the best option for now. So the market, they're getting the market used to what's going to potentially happen in the future to calm down the market, and nobody's going to care. The market's already priced this in. And keep in mind, the market has just dropped probably because the U.S. is the SEC is threatening to ban crypto staking, threatening this. Yeah, they're. Anyways, I'm just like floored right now about how dumb that government is. Just to reiterate, staking is like the most risk-free way, one of the most risk-free ways to make an income, a passive income, to keep up with inflation. And that's who they're targeting? Okay, I want to get into some good news because I can go all day on this stuff. Some good news is Binance, right? Binance's market share increased 55% of the world's spot crypto trading in January. They're killing it. They're killing it. And that means a lot of people are getting more trust in Binance and other centralized exchanges, which is a good thing. You know, even though people aren't going to stop using centralized exchanges. So that is a good thing. And it shows that people have seen what happened with Binance and have seen the amount of outflows that they were able to handle and trust Binance a little more. Hey, good. All right. Good news in this space is more than welcome. All right. Also, Revolut launches Ethereum and Cardano staking to its 25 million users. crypto's not going anywhere. And if the US decides to kick out crypto, well, crypto's going to go elsewhere. And we've been telling you guys this for years now, almost a half a decade now. Hopefully some of you guys have listened. Also, if you had bought Bitcoin, $1 of Bitcoin about a decade ago, it would now be worth $30 million. Can you imagine that? Back in 2009, 2010, yeah, you would have $30 million. Lastly, Tim Cook from Apple, he owns Bitcoin. He went on the New York Times on an interview, and he said, yes, I own Bitcoin. I find it very interesting, and that is really good news. It just shows that Bitcoin's not going anywhere. A lot of the world elites have Bitcoin, you know, because people just found out about this now that Tim Cook holds Bitcoin. So imagine how many other people hold Bitcoin, and imagine all of his friends now are like, maybe I should get into Bitcoin, and all these other billionaires, right? Yeah, you've seen nothing yet in terms of a bull market. The next bull market's going to be crazy, but in the meantime, enjoy these cheaper prices because they're not going to last forever. Anyways, take care.